Happy New Day. Hello again. It's me. It's me again coming to you this morning. Happy New Day. Happy New Week. Come on, celebrate with me. Happy New Day. I am so excited to have you join me today. Another wonderful day that the Lord has made. Rejoice. Are you excited about it? You need to come on. Okay, I see it. Go on and get the crust out your eyes. Come on. Stretching and yawning. Come on, get the stretch in. There you go. Come on. Get your body moving. It's a new day and you should be excited. Because why? God gave you another chance. Yes, He did. He gave you another opportunity to do what He needs you to do in this earth. So we're excited today. So, I'm going to jump right in it. How did you all enjoy last week? I totally enjoyed last week. We had our heart transplant. Did you get cut open? I had my heart cut open. Our heart transplant, took it out, and God gave me a new heart. Aren't you glad about it? My heart of stone was replaced with the heart of flesh that God gave me. You should be excited about that today because everything, all of His goodness has come into us. Everything that He has, all of His riches, His glory, His honor, He placed it in us, giving us that transplant. So we should be excited and happy about that today. If nothing else, if it's raining outside, if it's sunny outside, anything, we should just be excited just for that, just because He gave you another chance and a new heart. So our heart transplant has happened. And today we are, and wait, let me go back. Our heart transplant, did you enjoy our two guests? Elder Cummings and Minister Hadley Thomas, we thank you again. I certainly enjoyed you all. Thank you for joining us and speaking the words of truth into my life and to the hearers as well. So we appreciate you all and looking to do that again soon. But today, we had our heart transplant last week, and if you didn't see that, you need to go on, because that was a good one. You need to go ahead and rewind and go back to last week's Devo and check that out. And then the other two previous weeks, check those out as well, because it's a continuation. You won't understand this unless you go back. So go ahead and check that out too. But today, okay, I'm back. Today, somebody say today. Today, since we had our heart transplant, today we're going to have our heart rehab. Yeah, you heard me right. We're going into rehab now because after any type of surgery, you have to have rehab. You know, you have to recover. And you recover in rehab. So we have to make sure that we do certain things to build our hearts back up stronger and healthier than they were before. Okay, so that's what we're getting into now. We're going to make our heart, build it back up stronger than it was before. And today, going into rehab, you know, in rehab, has anybody ever been in rehab before? Yeah, physical therapy or any type of rehab, you have a trainer, right? You have a trainer. So with our rehab today, we're going to get our hearts back working the way we should, and we have a special trainer to help us today. Is that all right? We have a trainer, and that is none other than Minister Shirley Ross, and she is a certified, y'all hear me? A certified, like she went to school for this. A certified health trainer. And she is going to help us to get our hearts healthy and right. Is that okay? So, Minister Ross, we're so glad to have you today.
I am so excited to join you today, Lady Simpson. It is my honor and my pleasure to be with you today. I'm just excited about what we're talking about because it's such a part of me.
I know it is. If anybody doesn't know, that's also my mom, so I know. I know it's a part of her. So let's just jump right into it because I know I don't want to take up too much of your time today. But we're going to look at building our heart back up healthy. And we're going to do it naturally and spiritually, okay? And before we get into that, I was, since it still is Black History Month, I was looking for some Black history figures to kind of highlight in health and fitness. And it was so difficult to find. It was so difficult to find some Black history figures that portrayed anything in health and fitness. And I kind of went back in my mind, I'm like, why? Why is that? But then I realized, back in the day, growing up, they probably had Big Mama, right? Big Mama cooked what? With lard. Big Mama cooked for the whole family, and she probably cooked fatbacks and ham hocks and greens and whole cakes and all of that good eating that we like, but it wasn't too healthy for us. So they didn't really teach us about health and fitness growing up because they used what they had. They used what they had, and then they cooked with what they had. So and it wasn't much that they had. So they, a lot of them lived on farms. But I can say one thing, it was all fresh. The stuff that they had, they probably grew their own vegetables. They had their own animals that they probably raised and farmed and everything. So it didn't have the additives that our food have today.
Absolutely.
So that it wasn't healthy, but it wasn't as unhealthy as today.
Absolutely.
So and then I thought about it. The health was hidden from African Americans, just like education was in slavery times. It was hidden from us, and we had to do different things to kind of, like, my mom went and searched out health and fitness because it wasn't readily available. We didn't know about it. And that's why African Americans have that higher rate of diseases, heart diseases and all that we experience in our lives, because they tried to hide it from us, and they didn't want us to live the healthy lifestyle that they live. And the thing is, certain foods that they ate and they brought over to America, because they're foreigners too. They brought over to our Native Americans, that began to kill off the Native Americans because they had a special diet.
Absolutely.
Native Americans had a special diet.
Absolutely.
So, they brought that over, and that began to poison the Native Americans with their food. So our bodies are made to consume certain things.
Absolutely.
Just know that. Our bodies are not made to consume everything that they give us.
Absolutely.
Don't think that everything that they say is correct. Everything that they give us is not healthy for us. So we have to, research and learn that what we need to eat that's healthy for our bodies.
Absolutely.
So, let me get into it again. Because it takes our effort in order to get our hearts working into optimum capacity.
Right.
We need to take the necessary steps, right?
Absolutely.
And the necessary steps are a healthy lifestyle of nutrition and exercise.
Absolutely.
So, just tell me about exercise science.
Okay. Exercise science, or exercise when we work out, it's the study of bodily movement. Our body has to move. The body movement contributes to human function. It contributes to wellness, longevity of life, and most importantly is what we're talking about today. it contributes to the heart, the function of the heart. So it is very necessary for our bodies to exercise and to reap those benefits. And as we will talk a little later, there's a lot of benefits that we can reap from exercising.
So our heart is such a vital organ that we need to keep healthy.
Absolutely vital organ. Without our heart, we have no life. Without the heart pumping and the blood flowing through our body and our brain, all over our body to all the organs and all, there's no life. No, there's no life in our bodies. So, as you were saying, it is very important for us to understand what exercise does for the body. And, we don't always want to do the exercise part of it. Or to eat right, or to have the better nutrition. But as we continue to talk, I hope, others will understand how important it is. Just let us not say for all the diseases that happen in our body, but just for the heart's sake, before so that we can understand those benefits for the heart.
That's good, because we learned previously that we need to guard our heart, because out of it flows the issues of life. Everything that our life consumes comes from our heart. It flows through our heart. Absolutely. So why do you think it is important to strengthen and keep a healthy heart?
Well, our heart, as we say, is a part of our body, of course, and it's the most vital and important part of our body. So if we don't maintain our heart, other things will happen to our bodies. Other things, it could be high blood pressure, it could be strokes, and that leads to other things, like diabetes, cancers, and things like that. So if we don't take real good care of what God has given us, then we're just wasting time. In a sense, we're wasting time. We're wasting life. We're wasting precious time, in our lives. So I think that's basically why we should strengthen our heart, keep our heart strong.
Right.
And another thing about, as you were saying, excuse me, about our spiritual heart, if I may say something about related to our to the spirit. When we're related to the spirit, I'd like to say, before I get into the spirit, I'd just like to say I honor God. We honor God. We really do honor God, and we thank Him for this opportunity, absolutely, to talk about this. But it is so amazing, I would say, how God chose us to dwell in our hearts, dwell in our bodies, and dwell in our heart by His Spirit, by His Holy Spirit. And God says in 1 Corinthians, I believe, 6:19, He says that our body is the temple of the Spirit, temple of the Holy Ghost. And that temple of the Holy Ghost, God expects us to realize that He dwells within our heart. So when He's dwelling in our hearts, there's always certain things that we should do. How we should live, how we should honor God, how we should, thank God and bless God for just choosing us to dwell within our hearts. And
I think we should give Him something good to live in.
Oh, absolutely.
He deserves the best, so we should keep our hearts operating right, so that He can live in the best conditions.
Right. God
not just physically, but also spiritually.
Right. God gives us the best. And that's life itself. The breath that we breathe is because of Him. So we should give Him the best by taking care of what He's given to us. And I know sometimes that is not always easy to do, and maybe what if we are doing what is right for our bodies, if we miss a day or so in doing that, we always could come back. We always can regroup, and start over again. But God loves for us to have a strong, healthy heart and a strong, godly heart.
Yes.
Both for Him.
Right.
Right. Because He cannot use us if we are not strong.
Absolutely.
If our hearts are not strong.
Absolutely.
And to do the work of the Lord and witness for Him.
Absolutely. Somebody type that in there. Keep your heart strong. Keep your heart strong. God has to live in, He's going to give us a mansion one day. Why don't we keep our heart healthy enough, physically, doing the right things, intaking the foods that we eat, exercising so we can build up our heart muscle, but then also spiritually, keeping out the junk, like we stated a couple of weeks back, keeping out the junk, guarding our heart, and keeping out all the mess, and even our self-talk. Don't talk down on yourself, and infecting your heart with all of this negativity. We need to keep that, out. Keep all the junk out and allow the good to come in, by reading His Word, by studying, by listening to, everything that we can, because faith comes by hearing.
Yes.
And our heart is built up by faith, and faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. And keeping that connection and daily relationship with Him, that is so important to build up our spiritual heart health. So we in rehab, y'all.
Yes.
We in rehab, so we got to get this built back up.
Yes.
So let me ask you, going on back into exercise, when you exercise your body, it releases some hormones, right?
Yes.
And those hormones are beneficial to your heart. Absolutely. And your life. Can you talk about that hormone?
Yes. It's so another amazing thing about exercise is that when we exercise, our body releases this hormone called endorphins.
Endorphins.
And
somebody type that endorphins. Spell it.
Endorphins. And the endorphins trigger a wonderful feeling. I guess most people might say, what is wonderful feeling while you're exercising? It is a feeling of high energy. You're not tired, you're feeling good, and some have said that it feels almost like you have taken like a medication or a drug or something that will make you pain-free.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so this endorphin that is released, it lasts for a good while in our bodies. And if I just can say this, I remember when I was exercising. I exercise now, but I'm at home. I don't have to really go out to a job. When I had a job, in my younger days,
You're still young.
Before I retired, let me say it that way. In the mornings, early in the mornings, I would get up Monday through Friday, and I had to, not had to, but for me and for my job, to ward off a lot of stress, I began to exercise before I left home. As God tagged me, I really had started to exercise without, having a long devotion and all, but He tagged me and said, you have to do this first, because see, we need God in everything that we do, in every aspect of what we do. So when He tagged me, I had said, God, forgive me. So instead of exercising at 6 o'clock, I had to get up a little bit early to have that devotion.
Oh, that's good.
With God, and just enjoy Him, and let Him speak to me before I leave. before I even exercise. So exercising. So I would do, and this is just something that I did. You know, I'm not telling anybody to do this, but exercising 3 miles for 45 minutes. And when I did that, we were talking about those chemical hormones that went off. It was like the endorphins, and it really, really, really works. And by the time I finished showering and got to work, I was on a different level than people coming in because they're tired, they're dragging, they just want my coffee, and you know, what's wrong with you? You know, God gives us that high too. Let me just say that. God blesses us so much that, you know, He gives us. When we bless Him, God gives us blessings, you know, and He helps us to feel not like other people, not dragging, but energetic, even in Him. You be energetic in Him and energetic from
that unspeakable joy
from exercising. So I just wanted to really share that because the experience that I've had in fitness, health and fitness, it didn't just start now. I've done this over 40 years. And
40 years.
Before you were born, my dear daughter.
Wow. Yeah, that was before me. I'm way younger than that.
All right then. So it's a lifestyle. When you talk about lifestyle, it really becomes a lifestyle that you have to, that you want to, not really have to, that you want to take care of the body that the Lord gave us. So that is included eating right, exercising, you know, and when we said earlier how you have the wellness and the longevity, it is. I can tell you that this really happens. It really happens. Not saying that a person is perfect, not saying that a person doesn't get sick or have problems or maladies in their body. Yes, they do. But this helps to ward off. And I don't want to take it too much time, but I just wanted to say the reason I became so interested in helping my body, my family, your dad's, my household, was because so many different problems and diseases was on both sides of my family, you know. And at that time I was working at a cancer center, University of Miami, when we were living in Miami. So what happened was that I began to see a lot of research coming across my desk that talked about preventing, you know, different things.
That's good. Remember, I talked about preventing a heart attack. Go back and watch that.
Preventing different things that happen in the body. So I really wanted to do my part in whatever it took, exercising, eating right, and all of those things, not just for me, for my family. And, you know, I just got started in it. And God amazingly directed me. Directed me to the school where I needed to go and all of that. So I'm not going to take too much time because I know we have a short time here. So, but anyway, just to give you an insight that it doesn't just start and stop. It becomes a part of you because you want not just yourself, others to understand how important it is to take care of you, you know, take care of your bodies, and learn how to do this and share it with others in your family. So I'm just going to cut that off right there. But you know, it has been a journey.
Oh yeah.
It really has been a journey, and I can say it hasn't been a difficult journey, you know, in my life as far as trying to have a better lifestyle. So, you know, I'm grateful.
That's good.
I'm really grateful, and it continues. It doesn't start one day and then stop. It continues.
Right.
So
I,
so much.
and that's amazing because, you know, the hardest thing for us to do is start.
to start. Yes.
That's the hardest thing. We have to start somewhere. So, and then not only just start, but the consistency.
Consistency is
We have to get that in our mind and get disciplined.
Discipline.
About that.
Absolutely.
Get disciplined. It was a scripture.
Yeah, it was Paul.
Paul
in Corinthians.
Okay.
I think it's the 9th chapter, 27th verse.
Mm-hmm.
Paul had to say, I discipline my body. No matter what you're doing. What he was preaching, he had to discipline his body, maybe even to study, to understand God's word. But he had to discipline, he had to train. Discipline is training.
Training.
You know, he had to train himself. So it's like discipline our body, training, you know, ourselves for us, you know, for yourself.
That's good.
You know, for a better life.
That's good.
You
So
know?
discipline. I think about stretching or forcing yourself to to do something, forcing your body into subjection.
Right, and yet you're being in control of it.
You'll be in control because the one thing about it is the flesh wants to do what the flesh wants to do.
Absolutely.
They want it. It just wants what it wants.
It does.
And so you have to make your flesh submit, your body submit to where you want it to go. If that's eating right, you're going to have to say no. You can't have that Snickers bar. You can't have that pizza, Regina. You just got to say no.
Not all the time.
I mean, you have those times where
Yes,
you can,
not
but
all the time.
you know you want it all the time.
Yes, you do. You do want it all the time. So you discipline.
You discipline your body. You bring your body in under subjection, under submission. Even with exercise, it's a daily. It's not, you set out a goal. It's a day by day decision making.
Right. Absolutely.
That you're gonna get up and you're gonna do this thing. You got to put your mind to it.
Absolutely.
So discipline is so important in the working out and getting your mind prepared and focused on what the task ahead as far as keeping a healthy heart.
Right.
So how does it make you feel when you don't exercise?
And those times will come. Either you're not feeling well, or maybe you just have some anxieties that you don't want to go to do that exercise, a part of the things that you need to do. But how does it make me feel? It makes me feel lethargic and tired. You get more stressed out. In fact, you get more anxious when the body is not, where it should be as far as exercising. And I also notice that when you exercise, you rest better. It's not resting when I'm not resting when I don't have my time in exercise, and also energy level.
Wow.
Energy level is not the same. So. While you're not exercising, when you're not exercising and you can tell those things, that's much more why you should, continue to be on, that journey of exercising and working out. Excuse me.
and that's the same, with spiritual. If we don't do our daily exercise with God and our daily walk with God, we are something is off.
Absolutely.
Something is thrown off. Our day is thrown off. We get we could be spiritually lethargic. We can't concentrate. It's like everything's out of whack if we don't have that time with God. We find ourselves drifting.
Absolutely.
Drifting away, and we need to hold on to that anchor, so we won't drift away. And that's with our daily communication and walk with God, our daily spiritual exercise with God. So that's so good. And I want to talk about the kind of machines you like that'll help you. Right. So I want you to kind of show us. Is that okay?
That is fantastic. And
you could we're gonna go and we're going to talk about some machine exercises because it is so vital to have, the right equipment to work out with. So we're going to go and exercise and try to show you all different methods of exercising. Okay, is that okay? Come on, follow us. All right, we're out here.
Here we are. We're out here.
And we got our sweatbands on.
Yes, we do.
So we really exercise.
Hey, this is my little gym. Thank you all for my Christmas, some more Christmas machines, equipment in my fitness.
Listen, I can't say that I actually I'm not out here every day. So we working our way up there. So we're gonna get it.
Absolutely.
So this is the treadmill.
This is the treadmill. When we exercise, there is two exercises that is part of your maintenance strength. One, aerobic. Aerobic exercise means with oxygen. Mm-hmm. With oxygen. And the oxygen that we inhale oxygen and we release toxin out of our body, which of course, is what we want to do. So when we aerobic exercise help us to burn more calories. That's what a lot of us want to do. Burn more calories and lose weight and even trim our bodies a little bit more. But the most important part of aerobic exercise, which is not only the treadmill, the bike, that's aerobic. Elliptical and the bike, that's aerobic. Bicycling, swimming, jumping rope, all of that builds up and strengthens our heart. So, this aerobic, as I said, helps us to burn. And when the oxygen goes into our muscle, the muscles help us to be more strengthened and burn a lot of the calories away.
So this is your favorite?
Yes. And I tell you why this is my favorite. It is because it's so versatile. Mm-hmm. You can walk, you can jog, you can run, and all of these are still aerobic. And when you do exercise, what the benefits that you receive, you at least exercise 20 to, I would say 30 to 60 minutes a day. So your cardiovascular system will be enhanced and strengthened. So this is why I like the treadmill. It's because you can run, as I said, you can walk, and all the best exercise for you is the walking. Even if you walk outside, that is very, beneficial.
Especially in Tallahassee with all these
with
hills.
all the hills and everything. So yes, this is my best exercise equipment. It's the treadmill.
Okay. Now that treadmill, yeah, because that incline.
Yes, it also has an incline, and most of the time I leave it on incline. A certain number on my treadmill for an incline.
Oh wow.
Yes.
You better than me, because I would have been out of breath by now.
Well, we all going to get fit. We're all going to, and when you're fit, you know, you begin to have endurance, so you don't get tired as quickly, and that endurance, you know, help you to stay those 30 to 60 minutes, help you move those 30 to 60 minutes, and you know, it's a called build up.
Yeah.
You know, you can build it up. And you know, if you haven't done it in a long time, of course, start 10 minutes. You're doing something. At least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, and you just keep moving it up as your body progresses.
I got you. Wow. I don't know about you. I'm kind of hyped. I want to get on some equipment.
Yes.
But we talked about not only, you know, exercise is good for our heart, but also healthy nutrition.
Oh my God, nutrition is key. We can exercise, true enough, but if we want to receive the benefits, you have to do something else that goes with it, and that is good nutrition. When we talk about a good diet, not dieting where you have to eat a certain kind of thing to, you know, lose weight. No, we're talking about a diet that consists of vegetables, fruits and vegetables, along with, you know, a good protein and grains, whole grain, brown rice. You know, these are, and you know, I find out if you start to include these things in your diet, it will be easier as you go along. It may be hard at first, but it will be easier. Cut out the hamburgers.
No more hamburgers.
Cut out a lot of pizzas, you know, because these things help to build up fat in our heart. We don't want that. Build up cholesterol. We don't want that. And one thing about this aerobic or the treadmill, whatever aerobic that you do, it helps to keep your cholesterol at bay. And because that's one of the things that causes a heart attack. We always say a stroke, but you know, your cholesterol is another thing that is detrimental to your heart.
And we're gonna let you stop walking and talking, because
I
don't know about you, but I don't want to say your age, but at this age, if you can't do this, then something's wrong. You need to get back in shape.
Absolutely.
But we're going to go, and I know one of the things that you like to do is to make smoothies in the morning.
Oh, yes. Sometimes you can't get all of your fruit in at one time, but you can put it in the smoothie and just get those nutrients from that.
I got you. So let's go make a smoothie, okay?
We'll do that.
All right. I'm excited about our smoothie.
I'm just grabbing a little something that I did not have out. I put my blueberries. Washed them in fresh blueberries and got them ready. And okay, my strawberries, all fresh strawberries. I'm just telling you, I'm naming berries because I know that's okay. Because berries are very, very good for your body. If you can see this here, berries have vitamins A, C, and E. A, C, and E. And these and the blueberries, fresh blueberries, A, C, and E, and they are called antioxidants. And antioxidants helps to fight off free radicals in our bodies. And it also help with inflammation in our bodies. So when you want to make a smoothie, just include berries, blueberry, strawberry, raspberries. There are a number of berries. So these berries help to keep your body healed. So we're going to use blueberries and strawberries. And also what we're going to do, we're going to cut up some more vitamin C, just a little bit of apple. I'm going to go ahead and put some apple in there. Here. Here. Okay, I'm just going to put some apples. And I also like bananas. Bananas have like potassium in them. And we need potassium in our bodies. It's one of those electrolytes. So
I'm excited.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So we'll use the banana in it as well. And you know, I might have to change it because I think I'm putting a little bit much in here. Let's just change to a bigger one because I've already had this all washed out and everything as well. So we just put all this in it.
And you know what? Sometimes, you know, we think we have to live to eat, but we should always keep in mind that we need to eat to live. Did I say that right? We eat to live, not live to eat. Right. We don't live to just consume. We eat to live. We eat the correct things in order to have a healthy life. So that's a good one. Don't just live to eat to live. Type that in there.
Right. This is, I'm going to use yogurt. And this yogurt has protein in it. Now you can do a protein mix, which is good too. But I like yogurt in mine. So we can put the yogurt in it. This is going to be enough for everybody here today. Everybody get some. And you know, I love smoothies after a good workout. Just something about how it soothes, you know, the palate. How it soothes that. Now, because I don't have cranberries, I'm going to use 100%, a little bit of 100% cranberry juice. Okay. This has some sugar in it though, so you don't have to use a lot of that. And in fact, some people make theirs just with water. So here we are. All right then. So here we go. We're going to connect this up. Smoothies are so refreshing. And put this together here. So put this on the side.
And aren't berries, like I remember when I came from the hospital recently, you gave me a lot of blueberries to drink.
Yes,
And does it heal the inside?
yes, it really does. And most people, well, I shouldn't say most people, when you do have some surgeries or whatever, you should, as I was saying earlier, berries help to heal, even if you have the surgery. It's a good way to have that inflammation. If there's an inflammation, we hope there is not, but it will prevent anything like inflammation. So I need my glasses, but okay, I can hardly see that by my glasses. Okay, you go ahead. Just to smoothie. Yeah, go ahead. So we'll wait till okay. Now also what I like to do to make it real nice and cool is to put some ice in it. And I should have gotten my glasses out. And just get a little ice, real nice.
Ooh, fancy.
We got a couple of those, and we were sharing. Now I want to put some of this in, but I'll just wait a little bit later. So what we're gonna do, we can have it later. Okay, and there's our smoothie. It doesn't really take long to do a smoothie, but you have loads of great nutrients in this. This is your fruit for today, and you have a combination of not just one fruit. You have several fruit in here. Of course, you remember it's blueberries. Is that strawberry? You put a little apple and orange in there, and a little bit of cranberry juice because I don't have my cranberries. But here, First Lady, I'm going to give that to you.
Excited.
Yes. Very, very refreshing, and something that you can add. It doesn't take long at all to make a smoothie and enjoy it. And nutrients. Your vitamin A, C, and E, all in there. Packed in, so you can add what you want in there. You don't have to. You don't have to just. It is. You can take it and put it in your little cooler, your thermometer, and then your thermos, and ride with it. Now you go to work.
Awesome.
Yes.
And before we end, thank you again for tuning in. Before we end, I know you had something written down. I just grabbed it for you. Just
Okay.
the benefits of exercise.
Yes.
I just want to show it to you. I know we probably wouldn't get to all of it. Just look at that, and if you want to screenshot it or whatever you need to do.
It's amazing.
Different
What
benefits
exercise?
of exercise.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It is absolutely my pleasure.
It was amazing. I learned so much. I feel like I need to go do what they call a two a day. Need to go 2 times in the gym a day. Just get right again.
Just start. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Just
that's all.
start.
Just start
Just
small.
And research it. You don't just jump into this, you know. You just research how to get started. And anybody that would like me to help them in getting started,
Absolutely.
I would love to do that.
She'll do
I love
classes, she'll do
love it.
nutritional, she'll give you a meal plan, everything.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just you want to give them your information, your email address if they want to.
Right, we can do that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if everybody has my name, Shirley Ross.
Shirley Ross.
Okay. And the just my cell phone, and that's 850-509-3885. I'd love to hear from you. I mean, if this has encouraged you at all to think about what we can do for our bodies, for our heart, and how to ward off a lot of the problems and diseases that we have in our bodies.
We appreciate that. We all need somebody, like I said, there's not many of us doing health and fitness. So we're going to celebrate you for being our Black History figure in health and fitness.
My pleasure.
You are our Black History hero in health and fitness. So we appreciate you, your time, your wisdom, your knowledge of health and fitness, and we're going to try to get everything we can from that because we want to have our healthy hearts. Thank you all for joining me all month of February. If you missed anything, go back. It'll be on YouTube forever.
Absolutely.
So go back and look at different things that we need to do for our heart, especially taking care of it naturally. We want to live a long life. We talked about longevity. So we want to live a long life. So this is very vital and important and necessary to live a long, healthy, and also spiritually long life.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. And thank you for inviting me to share.
No problem at all. No
Absolutely.
problem at all. Thank you all again. Have a wonderful, productive, safe, blessed week. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
God bless.